Bonjour! Next section of notes. For lesson 12, we are just looking at one single adjective. And that is the adjective tout. Tout. T-O-U-T. Tout. Okay? So like every adjective, well, almost every adjective you've learned about so far, tout has to agree in number and gender with the noun it's describing. So I'm going to show you our normal chart that's got masculine, feminine, plural, so you can see how tout changes depending on the gender and number of what you're describing. However, before I do that, pause me if you need to and think for a moment, what do you think is going to happen? How do you think I would make tout feminine? How do you think I would make tout plural? How do you think I would make it feminine and plural? Think about what you know about patterns and adjectives, and then try to come up with what you think is about to happen. Pause if you need to. Okay, I am now going to show you the chart so you can see. So, we're just focusing on this section right now. So, masculine, singular, tout, right? That's our base form, masculine and singular. Feminine and singular is tout, right? We just add an E, tout. That follows the pattern that you are familiar with adjectives, right? Add an E to make it feminine, tout. And you can see here, both of these are followed by the definite article that matches the number and gender, so tout le, tout la, right? That's just because when you use tout in a sentence, it is almost always followed by the definite article. Now, for our plurals, let's look at feminine plural first. So what we would expect is that we would add an ES. That's our normal pattern, and that's exactly what happens. Tout, T-O-U-T-E-S, and then once again followed by the definite article le, because that's how we use it. Now, the only one that's not probably what you would expect is the masculine plural. If we were following normal adjective rules, that would just be T-O-U-T-S, but it is not, alas. It is tout, T-O-U-S, tout. Masculine and plural is tout. And then once again, followed by the definite article, because that's how we use it. So you can see in context here, tout le groupe, all the group. Did I tell you what tout means? Did I get this far and forget to tell you? Tout means all. If I did not say that up top, my bad. Tout means all. So tout le groupe means all the group. Toute la classe means all the class. Tous les garçons, all the boys. Toutes les filles, all the girls. Okay, it means all. Tout. And there are a couple other phrases that use tout that you've probably heard actually. And they are on the next slide. First, we're going to look at tout in some sentences. So like I was just saying, tout has to agree in number and gender with whatever it is talking about. So in this sentence, la limonade is feminine and singular. So we have the feminine and singular version of tout. So j'ai bu toute la limonade. I drink all the limonade. Alain a mangé tout le gâteau. So le gâteau, singular and masculine. So we use the singular masculine form of tout. Alan ate all the cake. Tous les invités sont ici. Okay, so les invités, this means like invited, like guests, like people that have been invited. It's referring to people. So it is masculine and plural. So we use tout, T-O-U-S. Tous les invités sont ici. All the like inviteds are here, all the guests are here. Je fais les courses toutes les semaines. Semaine, les semaines is plural and feminine, so we use tout. I do the grocery shopping every week, all the weeks. Okay, that's it. That's just it in context. J'ai invité tous mes copains. So in this, if tout is referring or is referencing like something that belongs to a person, like if you want to use an possessive pronoun, then you don't need the definite article, right? So here, les changes to me. I invited all my friends. That is also fine. So if tout is not followed by the definite article, it's probably going to be followed by a possessive, like that. Okay. So there are a few cases where tout is not followed by the definite article, le la le, and they are phrases that you have probably heard before. So, for instance, tout le monde. Tout le monde. Où est tout le monde? Tout le monde means everyone or everybody. Everyone or everybody. Tout le monde. Where is everyone? Où est tout le monde? And tout le temps. Tout le temps. Tout le temps means all the time. Olivier mange tout le temps. Yeah. Olivier is eating all the time. You can also just use tout as the subject of the sentence. Tout est possible, and that would just mean all is possible. Tout, all. That's it. That's all there is for tout. That's all you need to know. Let's look at your practice because it's a little complicated. And it's on another tab. Not that one. I have hidden it for myself. Just kidding, it is right here. Alright, we're looking at this. Okay, so this practice, you're just following the model. So the idea is that yesterday you had a party at your house, but this morning the refrigerator is empty. Say why, like tell me why, and explain like which of your friends ate all of whatever was in your fridge. So for instance, all of these are going to be separated like this. Marc, the first word is going to be a person, the subject of the sentence. The next word is going to be whatever the verb in your sentence needs to be. These are all going to be in the passé composé. And then the last word is what they either ate or drank or whatever verbed all of. Say, so you can see here, Marc, great, that's our subject, that's our first word. Manger, we need to put it in the passé composé. So we know that our helping verb is avoir, which is conjugated a for Marc. And then manger, we make the past participle by dropping the er and adding e acute. So Marc a mangé. And then le jambon is singular and masculine. So we say tout, T-O-U-T, le jambon. Marc a mangé tout le jambon. Okay? Marc ate all the ham. I'll do another one for you. So Philippe, that's our subject, so we just need to write Philippe. Our verb is boire. Boire uses avoir as the helping verb, so it will be a again. Boire has an irregular past participle, so it will be bu. Philippe drank. And then la limonade is singular and feminine, so that'll be toute la limonade. And that's all you do for each of these. And there will be a little key at the bottom so you can check your work. But that's all that's happening. So you get a little practice forming sentences and you get to practice using tout. That is it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's talk about the flag that we have because I forgot to do Burundi for like a week. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one now that I've changed it. This is the flag for Chad. Chad. The flag is the same as the Romanian flag. Fun fact, Romania and the country Chad have the same flag. Chad is in Africa. It's in like central North Africa. Part of it is the Sahara Desert. but it also has like a savannah section, and a section called Sahel as well through the middle. Now, the two official languages in Chad are Arabic, specifically Chadian Arabic, a dialect of Arabic specific to Chad, and French. Most people speak probably at least some Arabic, but Chad has like over 100 different, like smaller native languages to the region that people speak. People do speak French, but similar to some of these other African countries, like regular people aren't generally speaking French at all, and especially not in their day-to-day lives. Chad has French as an official language because it predictably was colonized by the French. It was colonized in the 1920s. They got their independence, fought for their independence in the 1960s. And they've like had some civil wars since then. It's a really interesting country. It's the demographic breakdown is really interesting. It's got high numbers of both Muslim and Christians in the country. It's interesting. So now I'm done. I hope you had a good long weekend. It's the next week now. It is Thursday before the long weekend for me. You have experienced the long weekend. Hope it was great. Au revoir.